We now have the main setup for the arm in place. What we might want to do is a few tweaks and adjustments. So the first tweak that we will go through is muscle growth. Muscle growth is the ability to grow our Adonis muscles by setting the volume ratio. So for instance, if I'm going to set a volume ratio of 2, you should now see how our biceps is going to grow. Okay, so in order to control this, what is recommended is basically to connect this volume ratio to the activation of the muscle. Why? Because it was seen by researchers making experiments on animals that the activation of the fibers is typically associated to a muscle growth that is between 20 and 30% of the muscle volume. So what we will do here is that we're going to get the solver and get this activation from here. And so let's create a remap value node. Let's connect the output value to the input value. And here in our remap value node, we want to set this up so that it's minimum 1 and maximum 1.2. So 1.2 will be a muscle growth of 20%. So 1.2 is basically 120% the volume ratio. So the original volume, sorry. So out value goes into volume ratio, and now we can see that the bicep will actually grow when activating, which is very cool. We can repeat the same process for the triceps, for instance, and you can it's really an effect that you can apply to the muscles that really matters to you. So if it's a bulky character, aggressive, muscular, etc., you might want to have these used quite a lot. If not, then it's totally fine to not apply any volume gain, okay? So here, input value, 1.2, and then we have our out value coming into volume ratio. And here you will see how dramatic is the result on the tricep. There you go. You see now how the tricep is bulking up. We can see the result now on the skin. Yeah, here, so we can see, we can see the muscle growing. However, we can have a look at this, and it looks like that really is not, the effect is really not going through as much as we might like to. So a couple of things that I can do to counter this is to basically try to have our fascia having a lesser stretch multiplier so that it will be more capable of stretching with our muscle when our muscle is growing, okay? So we have that, and let's see, at the same time, we might want to add more iterations. Yeah, and basically trying to have the fascia follow as much as possible the muscle. And let's see what the glue is doing in relation to the fascia also. Yeah, I will say that it's almost there. It's basically there. Obviously, we're also going through some shape preservation, so Overall, I will say that we're there. There is a delta mesh for sure on top. So let's have a look at the result. Yeah, you see the delta mesh is actually taking away some of the result here. So probably we might, let's see what happens. Let's have delta mesh to 10 and let's paint the delta mesh on the fascia so that it's not that prominent on the bicep. Let's have a value of 0.5 here. Yeah. So that we can actually enjoy all of that muscle growth. Smooth. Yeah, there you go. And so now let's go to the fat. Let's make sure that the fat is not suffering from the same behavior. Fat delta mesh, 0, 10. I know. Actually, well, it's suffering a little bit from it. So let's see. But not that much, not as much as the fascia. So we can probably keep it like this. Maybe let's just, for the sake of this tutorial, let's put it at 0.5 to around here and smooth. There you go. And so now let's have a look at our skin. Okay. So let's now close this video, and in the next video we're going to just look at everything once more and just wrap up the this tutorial.